My husband, Joseph Coleman, falls from the 3rd floor, shatters both legs, and even injures what men fear losing most. I don't rush him to the nearest hospital. Instead, I drive him to a hospital 2,000 miles away. In my previous life, Joseph jumped on purpose so the hospital intern he dotes on, Kimberly Parker, could secure a permanent spot by operating on him. He refused the capable surgeons nearby and insisted I take him to the hospital where Kimberly works, just so she can treat him. I turned him down because Kimberly is an untrained intern who got in through connections and has no surgical experience. Joseph had slapped me hard across the face. I just want to use my injury to help Kim go permanent. Why are you being so petty? He was dead set on Kimberly treating him. I worried the delay would ruin his legs, so I asked his mother, Diane Lowe, to talk sense into him. But what I never expected was Kimberly jumping from the hospital building when she failed her probation. Meanwhile, Joseph is treated in time, and both legs are spared. On the day he's discharged, I come smiling to take him home, but he runs me down with his car and kills me. As I collapse on the floor, choking on blood, I ask him why. He looks at me like I'm something stuck to his shoe. If you hadn't stopped me from helping Kimberly go permanent, she never would have died. When I open my eyes again, I'm back on the day Joseph falls and breaks his legs. Chapter 1. Nora, why are you just standing there? My leg is broken. Get me to the hospital where Kimberly interns now. Joseph Coleman's bark cleared the haze from my mind, and I realized I was standing in the living room while he lay motionless on the ground, having fallen from the 3rd floor. He ground his teeth through the pain of 2 shattered legs and still managed to glare at me with disgust and suspicion. Nora, if you take me to the nearest hospital again and make me lose Kimberly, I swear you'll suffer a death worse than you had the last time. Those words cleared away the last of my doubt. I had come back to life, and at that same moment, Joseph came back too. In my previous life, Joseph was one of my admirers. He once saved me from a fire, and I married him out of gratitude. I poured my parents' inheritance into his startup and supported his dream until he became the CEO everyone praised. When he clocked out, I stayed at the office drafting deck after deck until midnight. When his mother, Diane Lowe, needed surgery, I did the bedside care myself and never handed a single task to anyone else. I spent everything I had on our family and on his career. And yet, all that work was lost to one favor for his childhood sweetheart, Kimberly Parker, who wanted her internship made permanent. In my previous life, I hadn't sent Joseph to Kimberly's hospital as he insisted. As a result, Kimberly failed her probation and jumped from a building. He blamed me for not taking him to her care. Then, in his rage, he took the wheel and mowed me down, leaving me to die on the road. What a joke. I gave him devotion and got a bloody death in return. He wanted Kimberly to operate, didn't he? Fine. This time, I would give him exactly what he asked for. I wanted to see if his legs would still have any chance of being saved after nearly 2,000 miles on the road. Nora, take me to the hospital where Kimberly works. She's waiting. Don't forget what will happen if you don't do as I say. Afraid I might defy him, he bared his teeth and snarled like a cornered dog. Just then, Diane walked out of the house and saw how badly off Joseph was. Have you lost your mind? The hospital where Kimberly works is almost 2,000 miles away. By the time you get there, your legs will be beyond saving. No way. Nora, take him to the nearest hospital right now. I kept my cold smile to myself, masking it with a worried face as I looked at her. But he insists on going there. Don't listen to him. We all know Kimberly's just an intern. What surgery could she possibly handle? Nora, stop standing there and get Joseph to the nearest hospital. I'm not going, Joseph shot back. If you don't take me to the hospital where Kimberly works, I'll die right here in front of you. Seeing Diane hold her ground only made him dig in deeper. He glared at both of us, his eyes full of vicious warning. I let the corner of my mouth curl with the smallest hint of mockery, then sighed as if I had no choice. Alright, Diane, we'll do it his way. I'll drive him over now.